The Twins tried to do something today that they haven't done in literally 32 years. I have never seen it in my lifetime. That's sweep the Yankees in any series. They did not do that today. As you can tell, they lost 12-6. It was an ugly game. However, positive here, this game was really not as bad as it looks. And we're going to talk about that, of course. But, man, I wish we would have beat the Yankees today. I wish we would have beat them, but it's okay. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what your thoughts are on the game. We got two from this series, right? We took the series. We took the season series. That's what's important. You can't win them all. And unfortunately, just with Maeda and the current state that he's in, I mean, he needs to get checked out. And I don't mean that in a bad way because I want to express this here in a second, but there is clearly something wrong with him. He went in for an MRI today on his arm. I don't know if it was his elbow. I would guess, but I don't want to speculate. His elbow, his shoulder, it doesn't really matter. He is not Kenta Maeda right now. Coming off of Tommy John. Last year, he missed significant. I think he missed all of last season and then some time the year before. So very clearly something is still not right with that arm. Hopefully it is not going to require another surgery and him be out another time. Like, I don't care about this game. I don't care about the game. I don't care what his stats were. We'll cover them, but I just hope that he's okay and does not have to go through that again. Unfortunately, most of the time, I would say, a pitcher gets Tommy John, comes back, maybe is a little stronger because, he's got a new tendon in his arm. He's got a new arm, basically, but it just doesn't seem like that is the case with Maeda, and I just hope that he is okay. That's what I want to cover this all with, is I just hope that he is okay, but I've said this in the last literally 4 starts, that something is off. He doesn't look good. He just needs to get off the field and get some help because I don't want him to tear his arm trying to be the Twins' 5th starter. You know what I'm saying? So I really hope that he is okay. That's what's most important. I hope that MRI is positive, but yeah, that's all I can really say on that. We'll cover his stats here. Today he went 3 innings, and this is why I say the game really wasn't as bad as it looked on paper. Yes, the Twins gave up 14 hits. They gave up 12 runs. Pretty much all of them came from Maeda, though. He gave up 11 hits and 10 runs in 3 innings. Only struck out 2. He did not give up a home run, which is cool, but still walked 2. His ERA is 9. He's 0-4 on the season. It's not a good start. And that is, I would say, direct correlation from what he is struggling with, what he's dealing with in his arm, not his talent, obviously. So something was clearly off today, and I'm not sure why he was in for so long. Maybe they just thought that they could work through it, or they just, I don't know if it was more of an experiment to see just how long he could go, what he was working on, and I don't want to speculate anymore, but just awful that it's come to this. Brent Hedrick came in afterwards and pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, but that saved the Twins' bullpen today. Pagan came in for the last inning and had a clean inning, so good for him. But, yeah, you definitely needed Brent Hedrick. Did I say Hedrick? Hedrick today. Yeah, he had 8 strikeouts. Like, the dude has so much potential, and I'm so glad that he could work in a long outing as well. Unfortunately, again, at the expense of Maeda. But really good work for Hedrick, and I hope that correlates to more success, whether it's in the starting position at some point or if he is just a long reliever. He's not really a lefty specialist, clearly. So I just hope Maeda's okay, but really good pitching otherwise. They didn't have to use their big arms today. You didn't really need to. I don't even know why. Well, I guess the Twins were technically not out of it, but you could have just thrown a position player out there probably. They were fighting till the end. And like I said, it was close outside of the 2 innings. Maeda threw 3 innings but gave up the 6 runs in the or 4 of the 5 runs. 5 of the 6 runs, whatever, in the 4th inning before Hedrick came in. And then he gave up 1 more in the 8th, but that's a solid outing for Hedrick regardless. And if you take away those 2 innings, maybe the Twins win because they scored 6 runs. Let's tell you about it. Kepler struggled today. Correa struggled today. They only had 5 hits, okay? Everybody really struggled except for 2 players. So Kepler 0 for 4, Correa 0 for 2, Jeffers 0 for 2, Larnack 0 for 1, or 0 for 3, but did have a run, I should say. The 2 guys who really stood out today were Miranda, who went 2 for 3, 3 runs, 3 RBI, and that's thanks to 2 home runs. And then before he got an opportunity to get a third, he was hit by a pitch. But then the next man came up, Joey Gallo, teed off on a curveball and said, "Screw you, Yankees," because he was a Yankee, remember that. So said, "Screw you, I'm going to go yard." What is that, back-to-back days? If not, he hit one earlier in the series. So really great for Gallo. That's his 7th home run. I thought it was his 8th. It's his 7th home run. He had 2 RBI today. Solano and Gordon both went 1 for 4. Vasquez 0 for 4. And Castro 0 for 1 with 2 walks. I mean, this lineup was really not a lineup that I think they were going out there to win with anyway, to be completely honest. And why I say that is because Polanco had the day off and Buxton had the day off. And those 2 guys, what was it, yesterday? I think it was literally yesterday that won them the game with their doubles. If not yesterday, it was game 1. I don't remember entirely, but that's what I'm saying is, like, literally you're putting your 2 best guys on the bench. And, I mean, they play Kansas City next at home, so give them that day off, I guess, to allow them to play 4 games. But I think this game meant more than Kansas City. So I'm a little disappointed in that regard that they could have taken tomorrow off as a Thursday and then play the weekend. First game of the Kansas City series. Is it Pablo Day tomorrow, or is that on Friday? I guess I don't know. But regardless, it doesn't really matter. I just don't like what they did today with their lineup to give them a day off the Yankees game. I mean, it was an afternoon game, so you figure you give them today off. They rested last night. Today, they'll rest all day tomorrow because it's a night game. So maybe that was the reasoning. They give them the most amount of rest, but I just don't like that move. They probably weren't going to win anyway. I mean, especially not with 5 hits, but they had a chance. Like, they hit their 3 home runs today, Gallo, and then the 2 from Miranda, and they scored 5 of their 6 runs off of that. They had guys on base. They really didn't have opportunities to execute. They were 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position, but they only left 2 guys on base. A couple of errors. That's what allowed for the big innings, really, was a couple of errors, a couple of timely hits by the Yankees. Literally what I've been preaching about for the Twins all year long happened for the Yankees. And then, just the Twins were in too much of a deficit. They tried to claw back. They did a little bit, but they were just in too much of a deficit to actually do anything about it. But they had opportunities. They executed on those opportunities. When they got guys on base, they hit a home run. They clawed back, but it just wasn't enough. So, like I said, I didn't expect the Twins to sweep. Would have been so nice. I would have been so happy. But it's okay. You can't win them all. And the Twins are back, playing at least for this last series. I know it's been 1 series, but back to 667 baseball. Win every 2 of 3. You win some series. They can easily, or they should easily, take some games against Kansas City, especially at home. That's all good stuff, and that's where the Twins need to get back into that rhythm. So, funny how a 14-11 team can be first in the AL Central and 4th in the AL East, but the Twins take the series against the Yankees, and that's what matters. Hopefully Maeda is okay, and the Twins' bats can get going again against Kansas City. That's all I got for you guys today. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow for another one. Peace out.